Katie, move
I
on to
agree.
the next one if you want to read a little bit about the third topic that we have there on the list.
Okay. So we're going to be talking about Duchess Kate. Her health is deteriorating and she has cancer. And she's missing a lot of like key royal events. Um, the Kensington Palace has issued an urgent statement leading to significant disappointment in the British Isles. Due to a health issue, Duchess Kate will once again be unable to fulfill the wishes of the British people. She's battling cancer, and she has limited her public appearances to meet a minimum. She was last seen at the state ceremony for King Charles III's birthday, and that was several weeks ago. Um, and it appears that she won't be attending any upcoming events. Um, Last year, her and her husband attended a charity polo match where she handed out awards. Um, but she's not been doing that again, I guess, this year. Um,
I
and
find this interesting. The reason why I wanted to put this as a topic this week is not necessarily the cancer, because that's obviously been in the news a lot, but I wanted to
yeah,
talk about the absolute hysteria that the British people have over the royal family. Um, there are
yeah,
so many conspiracy theories surrounding Princess Kate, Duchess Kate, whatever you want to call her, whichever title. But because they are so private and they keep things out of the news, because they have to. Hello, look at Princess Di and what happened to her. Because
yeah.
of that, there's an unknown factor anytime somebody stops being in the public eye and they just automatically assume. Like, there's a lot of people out there who believe she's not living right now. Like, she's gone. She's dead and they're just covering for her. Like, there's people that believe this in the UK.
I mean,
And honestly,
I
yeah, that look is exactly it. Like, it's possible. That is
it is
absolutely
possible,
possible. Based
and it's
on.
not too crazy to think about.
No, it really isn't. Based on prior
At least,
experience.
and at least covering it up until you can figure out how to announce it or some shit. Like that's easy.
Right.
Or and then like then you can go to foul play, all that kind of other shit. But
Right, and of course there have been a couple of videos or a video recently that people were trying to debunk was actually her or when it was filmed, how it was filmed. Like I went down all that rabbit hole. That was before we started doing this show. But the first time I saw something about Princess Kate, I was like, okay, we're talking about this. Um,
I have no idea. Like that was any of this shit.
Well, the thing is, right, when you start talking about cancer, right, I feel like we people have been almost desensitized to cancer for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's so prevalent. We hear about it every single day. Every one of us knows somebody who passed away from cancer. But the thing is every single one of us also knows somebody who has survived cancer and easily, might I add, right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of that double-edged sword. Like when I hear cancer, my stomach drops because I don't know which one, right? Is this a bad one? Is this a good one? Is this a not necessarily a good one? There is no good cancer, but like one that is less bad, that's easy
Yeah.
to survive. So when they say, "Oh, Princess Kate has cancer," or King Charles has cancer, which they both do, I have heard no kind of specificity on the type
Yeah.
of cancer. And I think if they just
And
came out with that information alone, that could calm a lot of fears or even dispel some of them, you know?
see, and I saw a picture of her at King Charles III's birthday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she didn't look like. I mean, she easily could have been like had a bunch of makeup on, been like really covered up, but she didn't appear to be like sick. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
She didn't appear to be like, you know, going through like
Well,
the
needless to
worst time of her
say,
life.
I hope that she's okay. I find the British royal family very intriguing. I've always followed
I
the
agree on that.
stories. You know, it's always a lot of fun, and I think the reason why I find them so intriguing is because of how much the British people lose their shit over the
Yeah.
royal family. and like, I mean, the royal family really doesn't have much sway over their day-to-day life anymore, really, you know.
I I find it so strange. Well, I mean, being an American, um, that there's literally a royal family in 2024 that like rules.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
And there's
Dude,
a lot of
what?
them. So
They
the
play video
UK
games like
the
that.
UK royal family really doesn't rule per se. It's kind of a
No, but yeah.
it is a theocracy in a way, but like it's there's a lot. They've really been neutered quite a bit, and
Yeah.
since probably the 40s. But yeah, there are still monarchies all over the place on just about every continent. Still, I think North America might be the only one that doesn't have a monarchy. Maybe South America too. I know Africa does. I know Europe does. I know Asia does. And I know that Oceania does too. So maybe just North and South America. Shoot, our hemisphere might be the only one that doesn't have a monarchy.
Huh.
I can't think of a monarchy on this side of the world. Interesting. Perhaps I'm wrong though, so let me know
Conspiracy
out there.
theory.
One of those Caribbean islands could have one, and I don't know.